Allahumma barik wa sallim nahmadu nusalli ala rasulil karim amma ba'. Solat of a few Sahabah, Tabi'is and Sufis. He said about Hassan radiyallahu anhu that whenever he performed wudu, his face grew pale. When someone inquired from him his cause, he replied, "It is time to stand before the most majestic and irresistible sovereign." On reaching the gate of the masjid, he would say, "O Allah, the slave is at thy door. O the most beneficent, here is a sinner before thee. Thou hast asked and has enjoined upon the good amongst us to overlook the faults or the bad. O Allah, thou art good and I am bad. So for the sake of all that is most beautiful in thee, overlook all that is ugly in me. O most bountiful," he would then enter the masjid. Zain Abidin Ramatu Alaih used to offer 1,000 rakat of nafil salat daily. He never missed his tahajjud, whether on a journey or at his home. His face grew pale when he performed his wudu, and he would tremble when he stood up for salah. Somebody asked him the reason for that. He said, "Don't you know before whom I'm going to stand?" Once he was engaged in salah, fire broke out in his house. He continued his salah most calmly. When asked about it, he remarked, "The fire of the akhirah kept me unmindful of the fire of this world." He once said, "The proud person surprises me. The day before he was a drop of a dirty fluid, and tomorrow he will be a dead body, and still he is proud." He used to say, "It is strange that people do so much for the world, which is to end one day, and do nothing for the akhirah, where they are to live forever." He used to help the poor in the darkness of the night, so they should not even know who helped them. It came to light only after he died that no less than 100 families were being supported by him. It is said about Ali radiyallahu anhu that the color of his face would change and he would tremble at the approach of the hour of salah. On being asked by someone, he said, "This is the time for discharging the trust which heaven and the earth and even the mountains were afraid to bear. I do not know if I shall be able to discharge it." He said of Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu anhuma that when he heard the azan, he wept so much that his shawl would get wet with his tears, his veins would swell, and his eyes would become red. Somebody said to him, "We do not see anything in azan that should make you so nervous." He replied, "If people understood the meaning of the words spoken in the azan, they would give up their sleep and forsake their comforts." He then explained to them the warning conveyed by each word of the azan. He said that Hatim Rahmatu alaih once missed his salat with Jama'ah and he felt it is too much. A couple of person came to console him on his loss. He started weeping and then said, "If I had lost one of my sons, how the population of Bath town would come to me for condolence, but on the loss of my Jama'ah, you are the only people condoling with me. It is only because people regard the troubles in the akhirah as lighter than the trouble of this world." Said bin Musaib rahmatullahi says, "For the last 20 years, I have never been out of the masjid at the time of azan." Muhammad bin Wasi rahmatullahi says, "I love three things in life: a friend who could warn me on my mistakes, bread sufficient to keep me alive, and salah with jama'ah, such that Allah Ta'ala may condone its defects and give me reward for anything good in it." Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah radiyallahu anhu once leading the salat. When salah was over, he said to the people, "Shaitan made a dangerous attack on me while I was leading the salah. He made me think that was leading the salah. I am the best of all of you. I shall never lead the salah again." May Allah give us tawfiq to put all this into practice and convey to others. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun al mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallah.